me, it means finding your passion, committing to that passion, and then being consistent through the highs and the lows of life that comes with anything that you do that you love.
First of all, one must have a very positive outlook on life. Anybody who thinks negatively, there are consequences to it.
Is actually knowing yourself and discipline and confidence and what you're passionate about.
Basically, having integrity all around throughout your business and your own personal lifestyle. For me, I think that is one of the biggest things nowadays, because it keeps you grounded and keeps you in the right light of things depending on what your goals are. Apart from that, I would say put God first. I should have put God first, because I think in everything that you do, you should put Him first.
To create a balanced life, you have to know what's important for you, for just general happiness as a state of mind.
A balanced lifestyle, I think, is one where you nourish your physical body and also your spirit. So I would say once you eat properly and you nourish your physical self with exercise. Otherwise than that, I think it's important to love yourself. I think it's important to love other people and forgive yourself. And if there's something in your life you don't think was the right thing for you, you would forgive yourself definitely and do better. Move on to better things. Always practice to do better for yourself.
Look at all the areas of your life, not just in terms of diet and exercise. I know that's a cliche thing that you're going to hear, but one of the things that you really need to look at is my finances okay? Is my spiritual health okay? Is my physical health okay? And once you start to look on the different areas, look on the area that you're putting too much emphasis on and look at where you're neglecting. Take some of that emphasis from the areas that you're overcompensating for and then begin to shift it a little bit, and that's where you get balance. There's no magic portion. And the fact of the matter is, everybody's situation is unique.
Exercise. Exercise is very important and it's a key as well. So definitely I would encourage people to exercise.
Surrounding yourself with positive persons and really participating in life, meaning living the here and now, and just to live.
Most important thing is actually believing that you deserve to have a balanced, fulfilled life. Because without that belief that you do deserve it, you won't make the commitment that you need to do the things that will create that life of balance and fulfillment.
We also need to look at what we eat, how we eat, the whole safety of food, how food is prepared. All of these things influence our wellness, which in turn will influence our quality of life and our balance. Because if we're not well, it's very difficult to balance how we live.
First of all, begin an attitude of meditation. Pick up some form of meditation practice, because most of us jump up in the mornings and we don't really take time out to just balance ourselves and appreciate where we are, right? And at night we go to our beds with a lot of things on our head. So I would say begin to a meditative practice. The second thing that I would say is set a daily intention. It makes no sense that you get up and you just go about your day, and then when the day ends you go, oh, I didn't achieve this or I didn't achieve that. When you begin to set intentions, you will see a major difference. And last, and by no means least, cultivate an attitude of gratitude.
With food number one, then I'd say exercise. You have to work that body. It's like a machine. You sit down and everything is clogging up. You got to get the arteries pumping that blood to get it. Things that would settle in the veins, moving out. And number three, I would definitely say quiet time. Ensure that every day you have some quiet time, whether just sitting in the garden or doing little gardening, even cooking by yourself, what we call sadhanas. It's very important because it keeps you closer to that great energy that we have, or some would call God, whatever you want to call it, the Creator. But you do need that quiet time, because then you can really move ahead with your life.
Taking the time to nurture self, I believe once that is done, you're able to receive the blessings or the gifts of love in a way that you can embark on a journey to pursue and to hone your mind, body, and soul?
Detox your body regularly, because in everyday life we inhale all kind of toxins, we eat food that contains all kind of toxins and carcinogens and stuff, and these things ultimately build up in your body.
I would say one of the best things they could do is include more raw food and fruits and vegetables in their diet on a daily basis. So even if you still have to eat your rice, make sure the rice would be in a proportion of how you'd normally have your vegetables. And your vegetables would take the proportion of what your rice would normally be. So have more fruits and vegetables, have more raw vegetables than rice, than flour.
Well, I'd say in the competitive world that we live in right now, we need an edge. We need something that's going to give us that extra amount of energy, that extra amount of creativity, that extra amount of wisdom and insight and knowingness about what the next move needs to be. And for me, that edge is yoga, no doubt. Yoga gives you all the tools that you need to increase your energy, feel good in your body, clear your mind, and connect with that divine supreme consciousness that really allows us to flow in this world.
So definitely yoga to bring you back to yourself. Definitely meditation so that you can develop greater self-awareness of what it is that is not working in your life, what it is that you're moving towards. Just knowing yourself and being more at ease in yourself through meditation, and also, of course, self-nurturance through massage. So taking care of yourself.
Recognizing what diseases you're potentially prone to. For example, if you're overweight, hypertensive, diabetic, then you should do the necessary tests to find out how bad it is and to see if there's been any organ damage. Then having done that, you would then begin a program of exercise, stress reduction, and a diet.
And also what you feed yourself with, good literature, being around positive people who would feed all that positive energy that you could exchange positivity with other people. So surround yourself by beautiful things and beautiful people.